what is up, guys? I'm back in the old Swinset area. I am here to give you another RAW review. Nice day outside. You always do a video in the Swinset area, though. Before I do that, I have a new Facebook page now for these videos that I'm going to be posting them from now on. It's not going on my normal Facebook. It's going on this Facebook. It's called Owen Pinch. I'll post it in the bottom, and you guys will find it. I've already added some people, but these are people that already have Facebooks that haven't really seen me yet, so I just wanted to bring that up, and I'll advertise the Facebook all week, and I'll put it in there probably for the rest of my YouTube career. But let's get to work. So RAW, like I said on last night in Extreme Rules, RAW was gonna suck. Don't expect a RAW review. Obviously, you've seen a RAW review because it was actually pretty damn good last night. Hopefully that can continue. So this RAW is for May 20th, 2013. And we have JBL, Michael Cole, and Jerry the King Lawler on commentary. We see an ambulance backstage. It's entering the arena. Don't know why it was there, to be honest with you, but it was there. It was kind of weird seeing this ambulance. What this was, I thought it was going to be Cena coming out of it being Super Cena, but it was Ryback. Kind of glad it was Ryback. He talks about how John Cena walked out of Extreme Rules WWE Champion, but he didn't walk. He says that he deserves another WWE Championship rematch, so he challenges John Cena to an ambulance match at Payback, which is the new pay-per-view WWE has now. Good pay-per-view. Well, I don't know if it's a good pay-per-view because it's new, but it could be a good pay-per-view, could be a bad pay-per-view. He talks about how you have to be pretty much, because last night Cena refused to go, I fouled. But anyways, he talked about how Cena is gonna go to the ambulance, because last night Cena refused to go to the ambulance to receive medical attention. So then he talks about, Ryback talks about that. Says that says that all week we wouldn't be going to the hospital. We'd be going to the morgue. And then he says that he doesn't care about us. But that was pretty much it. So yeah, that was a good promo by Ryback. That really kind of blew me as a fan of him as a heel. Kind of still a fan of him. Not much. We got Fandango and Wade Barrett versus The Miz and Chris Jericho. And announces that Wade Barrett this Wednesday night on main event is going to defend his Intercontinental Championship against Sin Cara, since Sin Cara did pin him on main event. I guess Wade Barrett has new music now. The music sucks. Not really a fan of it. So let's just get right back to work. Kind of nothing really happened. Fandango didn't really help Barrett. He just kind of watched and danced with Summer Rae. So then what ended up happening was Chris Jericho hits the cold wiggle on Barrett, and Miz gets the figure 4 leg lock, and Barrett taps out. That was it. No, didn't care. See you later. WWE Shop.com ad. Yep. And then Vicky Guerrero comes out and makes a WWE poll. It's going to be Jack Swagger versus either the Great Khali, R-Truth, or Randy Orton. You can obviously who's going to win that. Daniel Bryan's backstage. He's upset that him and Kane lost the tag team championships. He says that he feels naked, but Kane says that you aren't wearing any shirt, you aren't wearing a shirt, and you aren't wearing any pants. But is this really a time to make jokes? It's like, it's not a joke, it's just confidence. You have to be confident. You can't be weak. The shield prey on the weak. And then it's like, do you think I'm the weak link? And it's like, I'm not the weak link. So yeah. Then Kofi Kingston just tells him to get it together. They announce Team Hono and Kofi Kingston versus the Shield later on tonight. Then we get Sheamus versus Titus O'Neil with Darren Young. Boring match. Sheamus wins with the bro kick. And then throughout the night, it was hyping up Paul Heyman's new client. And people were saying that it was going to be someone like the Shield, that it was going to be the Shield, that it was going to be Ryback. Well, actually, I kind of thought it was going to be Ryback. And I wasn't expecting who we got. We got Curtis Axel. Now, if you don't know who Curtis Axel is, he used to be Michael McGillicuddy from NXT Season 2. He was in the Nexus and the new Nexus. Former tag team champions with David Otunga. And he was just kind of... He didn't really do anything after that. Now they're going to finally, I guess, do something with him. Now people are like, oh, this guy's a nobody. Why is he Paul Heyman's new client? Let me explain to you something. Paul Heyman makes stars, okay? Let's take a look at the nobodies, at the so-called nobodies he's brought in. We have, let's just start it off. He's brought in Brock Lesnar himself. He was a nobody at the start, and look where he is now. Last night, well, at Extreme Rules, defeated Triple H in a steel cage match, for one. And he also is a former 3-time WWE champion, and he kind of did that himself, but he's a former 3-time WWE champion, and he's beaten Undertaker in Hell in a Cell. He's accomplished a lot. Look at and then we go down. It's ECW 2006. CM Punk. He brought CM Punk in, and look where CM Punk went. He went on to be the WWE champion for 443 days last year. That is huge. He also is CM Punk also a former Intercontinental champion, former World Tag Team champion, former 3-time World Heavyweight champion, and he's held the WWE Championship once before too. So, and he also held the ECW Championship. So don't think that CM Punk hasn't accomplished a lot. He was a nobody too. Then you have he actually kind of brought in, I think, Rob Van Dam, because he went to ECW first, and look where he went. He became, well, it was a little bit late, but he became the WWE champion in ECW One Night Stand in 2006. So Paul Heyman's made stars, okay? Like Brock Lesnar and CM Punk are probably like the biggest guys, well, one of the biggest guys today. So Paul Heyman did the right thing. I think this could be a good thing. But he does talk about a lot how Brock Lesnar destroyed Triple H, and Triple H is ashamed and had to leave with a sledgehammer tucked beneath his legs. So I guess that kind of pissed Triple H off, and he ended up coming out. He also did mention that he combined Mr. Perfect's name with Curtis, and I guess Michael McGillicuddy's grandfather, Axel. So now he's going to be called Curtis Axel. And I've actually, in my defense, Michael McGillicuddy, I used to listen to his song all the time, and I wanted this guy to be used because he is actually a good wrestler. Like, I've only watched Saturday Morning Slam 3 times, and one of the times I actually watched it, I remember a good match I saw. It was Sin Cara versus Michael McGillicuddy, so he does have that talent in him. And I think he should have been the one that went NXT Season 2 anyways. So this is going to be real good for Michael McGillicuddy, also known as now Curtis Axel. Yeah, but Triple H comes out, and he says that he's not ashamed of anything. I may have lost the war. Brock Lesnar may have beat me last night, just like I beat him at WrestleMania. But Brock Lesnar didn't walk out of the cage. He limped out of the cage. And by the way, I was actually surprised Triple H was going to be there. I didn't think they were going to do anything with him. But yeah, then he also talks about how he wants to kick Paul Heyman's ass. But Michael McGillicuddy, Curtis, it's going to take a while to get used to. Curtis Axel says, hey, the first time he said something, Triple H said the adults are talking. Then that time he said, you want to talk to Heyman, you talk to me. So then, Curtis Axel gets in his face and Triple H slaps him. And Triple H says he's going to have a match with Curtis Axel. Then after, he's going to beat Paul Heyman. So I thought that was good. So let's get to work. Anything else? We get a WrestleMania 29 DVD ad. It was the WWE Shakedown. It showed when Jack Swagger beat Beaky Langston, and then Del Rio came out and attacked him after. Then we get Alberto Del Rio versus Biggie Langston with AJ Lee. Didn't really like this match. Del Rio just kind of tried to put him in the cross arm breaker. It keeps failing. He gets him in an inch ago. And he had like this dragon sleeper hold on him. But then somehow AJ Lee gets the bucket that Ricardo Rodriguez carries around, and she throws it in the ring. It distracts the referee. Biggie Langston thumbs W in the eyes and hits the big ending for the win. Don't know why. I understand you want to make Dolph Ziggler's heavy look strong, but like W is your #1 contender. I think you need to make him look strong. So I think I'm kind of 50-50 with it. I think, but I'm kind of a little bit pissed more actually because Del Rio was a good wrestler. Well, Del Rio's the #1 contender, so he should have won. I think. WWE app ad hypes the app. WWE SmackDown ad. It showed the SmackDown from the one before Extreme Rules, so I didn't really get that. We get Layla versus AJ Lee. Didn't care. Obviously, it's a Divas match. No one cares. AJ Lee hits that submission move, and Layla ends up tapping out, and she wins. Who cares, right? Zack Ryder versus Cody Rhodes. Ryback is backstage watching the match. Cody Rhodes hits the beautiful disaster kick for the win. Ryback then comes out and meat hook clotheslines, power bombs, and shell shocks Zack Ryder and puts him in the ambulance. So it was okay. Made him look strong. Don't know what Zack Ryder had to do with it, but it was okay. WWE Rewind. It shows the all members of the Shield win gold. So then we get the Shield versus Team Hell No and Kofi Kingston. My opinion, good match. Before the match starts, though, the Shield gets on the mic and Dean Ambrose says that he's taken out all his heroes, made The Rock lose the WWE Championship to John Cena at WrestleMania, took out the Phenom, The Undertaker. He talks about how they got into Ryback's head and he's not the same anymore, and now he's going after John Cena. The thing actually that is true, the Ryback thing though, that actually is true, because if they had never attacked Ryback probably in storyline wouldn't be in this state. Seth Rollins says he had a dream of holding all gold and being in a dominant force, and he is. And then Roman Reigns says that if you think this is the end, this is just the beginning, but the ending stays the same. Team Hell No and Kofi come out. This actually was a good 6-man tag. Wasn't as into it as the others because you knew they were gonna win, but they dominate Kofi a lot. Then Bryan gets the hot tag, and then they dominate Bryan. Then Kane gets the hot tag. They dominate, and he starts cleaning house. Bryan and Kofi do the suicide dives through the ropes. Then eventually Kofi Kingston goes headfirst into the post, and Daniel Bryan gets suplex on the outside. Then all members, and then Roman Reigns spears Kane for the win. Sorry that match wasn't really like as reviewed as it could have been, but there's just nothing really to talk about because that's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? The Shield though is doing a good job, which I've been saying, and I like that they're keeping that to it and keep to it, I guess. But they need, yeah, that's all I can really say. Then it shows who Paul Heyman's client is. Triple H is backstage getting ready for his match, and one of the trainers come in and says that Triple H shouldn't come out and compete. He's not medically cleared. Well, he doesn't. But then Triple H says that if he still wants to keep a job, he'll let him go out there and compete. Caitlyn is backstage texting her man crush, but she says that but she says, so she finally gets like a phone number and she's gonna have Great Khali call it, but she's like, no Khali. And then Cody Rhodes comes up and she thinks it's Rhodes, so she takes his phone, but he's just posting pictures of himself. I think it was like on Facebook. And Caitlyn says, I'm glad it's not you. I have a feeling maybe it's still him. I don't know. I don't really care. It could be bad for Cody Rhodes. It's not that he's doing anything now, but I prefer him as a heel. We get Jack Swagger with Zeb Coulter versus Randy Orton. I knew it was going to be Orton, so I wrote his name down before they announced the polls. So yeah. But I will say that I was shocked that the Great Khali got more votes than R-Truth. Obviously that means it's rigged because the Great Khali's shit. But anyways, this was a good match. Orton does a back suplex on the outside. Jack Swagger ends up working over the knee of Orton. Then Orton goes for the DDT. Swagger counter on the outside. Swagger counters. Then Orton starts doing his comeback. Goes for the DDT. Swagger gives him a belly-to-belly slam. He kicks out. Then he does the rope DDT. Goes for the RKO. Swagger gets him in the ankle lock. And then he gets kicked outside the. And then he gets kicked outside the ring after so many attempts to get Orton tap out. Got to the ropes, and then he pulled him back, and then Orton just kicks Swagger out. Then Swagger gets in the win and gets hit with the RKO. Yeah, hopefully they don't. I want to see Swagger not get buried. Don't bury Jack Swagger. Because he's actually a great talent, and it's like probably his last main event push he's probably gonna get that anyone's gonna care about. No one's gonna care probably after this push. I'm just saying, that's how it is. But yeah, that's how my opinion about Jack Swagger's push. Well, if he gets buried, but I don't think. At least they didn't. At least they made it a match. And then it shows Ryback challenged John Cena and attacking Zack Ryder. We get a SmackDown ad and announces that Dean Ambrose is going to defend the United States Championship against Kofi Kingston. Could be good. Actually, I think it could. Actually, it will be good. Then we get Triple H versus Curtis Axel with Paul Heyman. Not a bad match for what it was. Curtis Axel didn't really get to do a lot, but he did get to do a majority. Triple H though, after hitting all his moves, goes for the pedigree, but he kind of gets a little disoriented. So then he clotheslines Axel out. Then Axel kind of punches him a little on the outside. That disorients him more. Then he clotheslines him, but then Triple H sits down and he just asks for water, and he tries to splash it in his face. Then he tries to get in the ring. Can't get in the ring. So then they kind of shine light into his eyes, and they realize that he can't continue. So what ends up happening is I guess Triple H can't continue, so I guess Curtis Axel wins. But it show ended with Triple H kind of lying on the ground, saying he tried to get back in, but he couldn't. So I'm fine with that. Didn't make Curtis Axel look weak, but it didn't make Triple H look weak either. Well, he did just get disoriented, but I think it's from that Brock Lesnar Triple H. I think it's from when Brock Lesnar hit him in the head with the sledgehammer. This match, though, wasn't the best, but it had good storytelling. I kind of made me believe that it wasn't a work because Paul Heyman would have laughed, but he actually had to show concern. So that's actually kind of like strange. Paul Heyman actually showed concern for Triple H. I think it is a work. I think they're trying to make it realistic. So that's actually how it is, though. But this Curtis Axel, they're doing I think this is going to be good. I think there's no way that they're not going to bury him every week. I think though that they didn't bury him really here because Triple H didn't beat him, but he didn't beat Triple H either. Unless they count that as a win because he couldn't continue. But in my opinion, Curtis Axel is gonna probably. I don't see him being a WWE champion anytime soon, but I can see him going for the Intercontinental title or the. I don't see. Because I think once Miz beats Wade Barrett for the Intercontinental title, then Wade Barrett gets his rematch. They're going to do Curtis Axel versus The Miz. And I think Curtis Axel will beat Miz and the face champion. But they're going to do, I think they're going to do big things with Curtis Axel. I've wanted them to push him for, well, not even a main event push, but like a mid-card push. But this is good. But him with Heyman is going to be great. He's not the best talk on the mic, but I think they can fix that. Yeah, but now Paul Heyman has 3 clients though. He's got Lesnar, Curtis Axel now, and CM Punk, unless he comes back as a face, because people say CM Punk's gonna come back as a face. And if that happens, I see him leaving Heyman, because Heyman doesn't work with faces, really. But that's pretty much it, guys. But I will say, though, that another good pick would have been Antonio Cesaro. I kind of thought it was going to be... well, I didn't think it was going to be a young guy, but that's what this business is for, though. You gotta push the young guys, and they're kind of doing that with the Shield, because now they have because Dean Ambrose is the U.S. champion, and Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins are the tag team champions. Now they're gonna give this Michael Miguel, they're gonna give Curtis Axel a push. Well, I mean, a mid, like some sort of, he's gonna be it's some sort of push. We don't know exactly. We don't know if it's gonna be a main event push or a mid card. I could see it being more of a mid card push, but yeah, they're gonna do big things with him, and that's all I really have to say right there. Maybe I'll talk more about this, though. This is gonna be great stuff. I think Raw is gonna be worth watching now, because probably if they didn't do this, Raw would not have been as good. But that's pretty much it, guys. See you later.